from my compound deep underground in beautiful Gig Harbor, Washington. From the Pacific to Atlantic to you worldwide. Good evening or morning, depending on your time zone. This is Gary. You're listening to Night Dreams Talk Radio. Diane Tessmanxx is our guest tonight. We're going to be talking about her book, Future Humans and UFOs. We got a full tank of fuel. We're ready to go for a ride in the paranormal. Right after the news.
Night Dreams Talk Radio Network brings you the World Paranormal News with James Creechbaum. Now, the latest news.
This is Night Dreams Talk Radio Network News. I'm James Creechbaum. For all the truckers out there on the roads tonight, here's the little weather report for you. On the west coast of Washington, rain as usual. Into central Washington, you're going to have a mixed precipitation. Also, Idaho, northern Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, going to be snow tonight. Southern California into southwestern Arizona. Heavy rain and flash flooding possible as rain and thunderstorms sweep through those areas. Also into New Mexico and western Texas with rain and thunderstorms. Moving across the other part of the country into Minnesota, northern Wisconsin, and upper Michigan, you're going to have a mixed precipitation as well. New Hampshire, Vermont, and Maine also mixed precipitation with freezing rain possible in isolated areas. Most of the United States from Iowa clear across to the Atlantic seaboard is going to be rain, thunderstorms, and heavy rain at time. Severe thunderstorms are possible in Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, Tennessee, and Kentucky, so beware of those. Now, a storm will dump a feet of snow in western U.S. high country. It may end up being very much at times in Rockies mountain areas. Now, it's way too early to write winter off in western United States, as a combination of an injection of Arctic air and a developing storm will set the stage for soaking coastal rain, travel, snarling snow, and frigid conditions. Following a dose of chilly air on Friday, a push of Arctic air will invade the northern Rockies and interior Northwest this weekend. Temperatures at nighttime hours may feel as much as 80 degrees colder than compared to Wednesday afternoon in Montana, northeastern Idaho, and northern Wyoming, with values plummeting well below zero in these areas. Also out there for the roadways, New York State Thruway Authority has said tonight in Syracuse there's going to be brief traffic stoppages, and they're scheduled on the New York State Thruway on the I-90 between exits 34 and exits 36 during the overnight hours tonight, weather permitting. There will be several stoppages in each direction, which are expected to last no longer than 20 minutes each. Drivers should anticipate delays and seek alternate routes where is possible. The stoppages are planned to occur between 10 p.m. tonight, Eastern Time, till 5 a.m. Europe records the warmest winter since 1855, when records began. The 2019-2020 winter season in Europe was the continent's warmest winter since records began in 1855, according to the Climate Services Bulletin released on March 5, 2020. Last month was also the second warmest February, not only for Europe, but also globally. 1924-25 was similarly warm, with a couple of degrees above the climate at that time. They are unusual, but they are part of the natural variability, said the Director of Climate Change Services. Now, the failed ice wine season in Germany, the incredible warm winter in Russia and Finland, and some parts of northern Europe, the impact on reindeer herding, for example, because of the warm temperatures. Scientists believe that we live inside a giant cosmic bubble. The universe is relatively complex, but recent observations have shown that it begins to expand rapidly. For a long time, experts also try to agree on different estimates that relate to the speed of expansion of the universe. This speed is called the Hubble constant. The explanation for the rather rapid expansion of the universe may be that we live in a cosmic bubble, which is not such a high density. This is what physicist Lucas Lombrazier says. At the moment, this is only a hypothesis. Scientists have yet to make a lot of models and conduct thorough research in order to confirm the theory proposed by Lombrazier. Now, if you have a news story you want us to use or share on Night Dreams Talk Radio, contact us at jamesnightdreamstalkradionews@gmail.com.
Well, tonight we're going to be talking about UFOs and the future of humans and UFOs with our guest, Diane Tessmanxx. She'll be coming on at the top of the hour. Find yourself a nice, easy chair. Get yourself something hot to drink. Pull up that easy chair. Put a log in that fire. We got a full tank of gas in our rig. We're ready to explore the universe tonight on Night Dreams Talk Radio. Check our website out at www.nightdreamstalkradio.com. We are on the air. Well, I hope everybody's having a good day and making the best of it as you can. Well, you know what? A child, and I say a child because he's about 10 years old, in the UK figured out how to make money off of, well, the virus. He, takes a bottle of hand sanitizer and he charges the kids in the school $2. A squirt to sterilize their hands. James, what do you think about that one?
I think he's quite the entrepreneur starting out. But, it goes to show you price gouging starts at a young age, Gary. It starts at a young age.
Well, sure, a lot of that going on. I can tell you that right now. Well, guess what? In Australia, a lady brings home a sack of potatoes, and she got more than she bargained for. When she put the bag down in her kitchen, she noticed something coming out of the bag. A venomous snake.
Oh, my. You had to find the old snake in the old store. I'll tell you, then snakes are everywhere, Gary. Now we're in a bag of potatoes. You can't even bring home a bag of potatoes without the dangers of maybe a poisonous snake maybe in there waiting to give you a little bite.
Yeah, or something. You know what? Thieves are like stealing packages. You know that UPS and FedEx deliver to people's homes in Texas. There's a bunch of trained dogs that, they just wait out in their rig for a delivery at a house, and then they let the dog go get the package.
I never knew such thing even existed. I'll tell you. It sounds like things are getting really sophisticated out there but now they've got dogs involved.
Well, you know what? Then if the police get involved, they say, I didn't know my dog did it. Yeah, well, what's that package? Or what's those dozen packages in the back of your car? I don't know how they got there. Ask the dog.
Yeah, I mean, the dog's got a little bit of Wile E. Coyote in him. It's not my fault. Ask him.
Well, in Las Vegas, a cat was rescued from a dryer vent It crawled into the dryer vent and couldn't get out.
You know what that reminds me of, don't you, Gary? It reminds me of the cat that got into your server case and made a home.
Well, a lady with only $6 to her name in Michigan wins $25,000 a year for life.
Wow. There we go again. She took her last $6. It's either somebody's got their last bit of money or they're forced to get change, to break a bill to get change. Well, let me have that ticket. And they're winning lotteries. That's amazing. I love it.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? 3,549 people broke the world's record by putting on, you ready for this? A Smurf costume to break the world's record.
Oh, boy, I'll tell you what, that Smurf village just became a Smurf city. That would be a sight to see. That's a lot of blue right there.
Could you imagine you're a patrol officer in Florida and you are asked to pull over a cow for speeding by your officer sitting next to you? This cow was going 5 miles over the speed limit. Did the cow get the ticket? No, the owner did.
Well, first of all, I'm having deja vu moment of that donkey in Pennsylvania got pulled over for driving and drinking. But I got to tell you, first of all, I've been around cows most of my life. I've never seen one that could break the speed limit of 25, but I guess it did. But, the owner got charged. I guess it's just like, if you pull somebody over speed and you don't charge the car.
Well, I don't know. What are you going to do? Give a ticket to a cow? That's as bad as that officer that pulled over back here last month and gave a sobriety test to a donkey, a mule.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if he's still on the force. I'm just wondering on that one.
I know, that was a deja vu I had there for a minute. It totally reminded me of that, the guy the officer that pulled over the donkey for drunk driving. But, how do you pull a donkey over? First of all, was he walking, swaying when he was walking the road, or?
I don't know. I like to see that dash cam video of him, pulling over and giving a sobriety. How do you even think about giving, or how can you give a sobriety test to a donkey? I mean, a mule. It's like, hey, okay, stand up on, one leg. They got 4 legs. What are you going to say? Stand on 3 legs. Stand on 2. I don't know. How do you do it? Walk a straight line. Say she sells. She sells. Down at the seashore. I can't even say it. Are you going to ask the donkey to do that? I don't know how he gave a test, but he did. Well, you know what? In London, amusement park owner replaced all the toys in the claw machine and replaced them with rolls of toilet paper.
I did not just hear that, did I? Didn't even mix in a little bit of hand sanitizer.
In London, amusement arcade owner replaced every toy, took them out of the claw machines, and loaded them with rolls of toilet paper because there's a huge shortage in London right now of butt wiping paper.
Now there's another entrepreneur right there, because figure he's getting $1 a roll if they even get one. That is a real moneymaker there, because the odds are it's hard to get I don't know if you ever played them claws, but they're hard to win with them. But so the average he's going to get for a roll is probably, because I bet only 1 out of maybe 6 or 7 can even win it. So he's probably making $6 a roll that he probably paid $1 for 4.
Yeah, well, why not? Well, guess what?
That's correct.
In British Columbia, 2 siblings create a 530-pound candy bar to break the world record.
Wow.
They cooked up a 530-pound candy bar. I want some of that. It looks like chocolate.
Yeah, you know what amazes me about these food